Hello and welcome to The Break. My name is Patricia Bright. I hope you are doing well. We are here giving you the tools and resources you need to navigate life like a boss and make money moves in the process. Now today's video I'm very excited for, and we are sponsored. Shout out to Squarespace, the all-in-one platform where you can build your own beautiful online presence and build your own business. Okay guys, so today I wanted to do a video on how you guys can make extra money from home right now. And I was really inspired to do this because I received an email that actually made me want to be like, yes girl, you did it. And this isn't a brag about me, and I loved when I received this email because it's like, it gave me it made me feel really motivated to make more content like this. And so here it is. It's kind of long, but I'm going to read part of it. This lady was super thankful, and I'm sure you guys can read lots of it yourself. But she said, I bought your course and I'm loving it so far. Actually, you pushed me to write my own ebook. And so far, I've sold 7 copies. It's nothing crazy, but it's only the beginning. And I know that great things are coming in the future. I was putting off writing an ebook for 6 months because I had a bad case of imposter syndrome. But when I watched your video on diversified income streams, I was like, it. Practice what I preach, so I'm gonna write the book. She then goes in to share a little bit more about herself, that she studied law, that she moved to France to be with the dude. Oh my God, I love it, how romantic. In May last year, I decided to throw myself into copywriting and content creation, and I love it. I read a ton of books and practiced writing for people I knew, mostly my boyfriend, and then I decided to pitch my skills on Twitter. I started an account, tweeted about my offer, and gave little tidbits of value on how to here and there, and then I've grown a small following, 1.8. I've been able to work with people on Twitter, writing for their blogs and sales pages ever since, and I've had the best time. I now write for people with over 100k followers on a regular basis, and it feels so unreal to get paid to do something I love. I feel like I really have the dream life, and I don't know if I would have done it if I hadn't had seen your journey. I love that I get to choose whether or not I'm going to work. I love that I get to decide on how I want to spend my time. I just love being a free woman. I took your advice about affiliate links, and I've made almost 300 euros just promoting other people's products. It's not life-changing money, but I'm still small on social media, and it's just the beginning. I feel like the sky's the limit and I can do anything I want. So it's crazy waking up and seeing I sold something in my sleep, even if it's just a few dollars. Like what? I was asleep and someone paid me. And she went on to say thank you. And this email to me was such an inspiration because I say this all the time. I'm here to just say, we can all do this. We can all win together. And I think sometimes people just need a little idea of what is possible and then encouragement to take action. So this is what I want to do in today's video. Okay, option number 1 isn't necessarily from home, but it is a great way to work for yourself. And that is becoming an Amazon or a something similar delivery driver. I know this sounds crazy. I know this doesn't sound like the most glamorous option, but if you are in a hole right now, it's a great option. Drivers are able to make anywhere from £12 an hour to £15 an hour and are able to manage and work on their own time. And if you're looking for an option right now, especially with what's going on, it is a great place to start. You don't have to be responsible for much other than delivering the items to customers. And why I suggested this, because I've realized that there's a lady locally who's clearly like an Amazon driver, but she drives her own car. She comes to our house, she's like, hey babes, how are you? Drops my parcel and she bounces. But it looks like she's relatively in control of what she's delivering, and she picks and chooses her hours. There is a real need for this service right about now. I actually think they're probably struggling to be able to fulfill all the orders that are required right about now, but they are trying to maintain their services. And I do think it is a great option for anyone who is out there who's thinking about, how can I make a little extra money? So another way you can make money from home is as a virtual assistant. Yes, a virtual assistant. There are a lot of people who need this service right about now. A virtual assistant might work for a business owner, someone like me, an entrepreneur, a director of a company, or even a brand. A virtual virtual assistant is someone who provides some of the administrative services that an individual is not able to do. You're basically like a helping hand, and you need to be someone who can do a little bit of everything. You kind of need to be able to think on your feet, be great when it comes to communication, have really good written and communication skills, and just be someone who's like, on it, I've got it. I found with virtual assistants that they need to be organized and proactive. You can't sit back and tell someone, oh, I really want to help you, and then be like, what am I doing? It doesn't really work like that. If you're someone who's got like a go-getter attitude, you're really organized, you're really fast, you're a problem solver, this could be a great option for you. Virtual assistants can be asked to do any and everything, but I think normally and nowadays, if you're doing it from home, it has to do a lot with administration. It could be clearing inboxes. It could be sending emails. You can book certain things. You can do people's shopping for them. You can organize their calendar. You can set up Zoom meetings. They might even make some social posts or Instagram posts to someone at that point in time. You are someone who's going to do a little bit of everything. Now, how can you be a virtual assistant? Well, the one thing you can do is ask your community. You can ask anybody that you know out there if they're in need of a virtual assistant and tell them what skills that you have. You can also search for virtual assistant jobs. There are specific websites where you can find a virtual assistant job, such as Virtual. I believe that's great for like virtual assistant jobs, but you could also go onto different freelance websites and offer your services on places like TaskRabbit or Fiverr as well, where people might want to find someone who can help them complete little tasks here and there. I love this one. I think this is a really good option for someone who is motivated to make money at home and is inspired by the email that I read, and that is either transcription or translation. And these are two different things but are similar. If you're someone who is able to write and speak in a different language, what? Hello there, skills. A lot of people need the content like me as a creator. Imagine if I had someone who could transcribe what I am talking about in Spanish and French. It opens up my market. And there's a lot of people right now who are transcribing content. And if you are someone who can type fast in general, there are options out there for people who just want transcribers. Video is everywhere. Video is essential in all business. But nowadays, people also need the verbal, also written. Now, actually, this is a great way for me to talk about my sponsor quickly. When I'm telling you guys to offer your services, so if it's as a virtual assistant or someone who's able to transcribe, you're probably going to need to market yourself. And I think it's really essential for everybody to have their own branded website. And this is where Squarespace is really important. I personally have my own Squarespace website. I'm doing a new upgrade on mine as well, but I think it's a great place to put yourself as an individual and what you can do and your services and your business into one place. People are not going to know who you are or what you're able to do if they can't find you. Squarespace is an amazing all-in-one platform where you can sell product, but you can also market yourself and have a professional website. You're able to present your work in a photo gallery. I have a photo gallery of some of the stuff that I do. And you're also able to set up scheduling. You can add online booking, online scheduling for anyone that you have as a customer or for anyone you provide your services to. You can do the free trial. Hey, we have a free trial for you. You can use my link that I have in the description bar below and also in this screen. And when you are ready to launch your first product or website or domain, you are able to get 10% off. Okay, so this one is wild, but did you know that you can get paid to watch TV? I talked about eyelids hurting from watching too much Netflix, but yes, there are people out there who are paid TV reviewers. Here's a website I'll give you. This is called theviewers.co.uk. This is not sponsored, but basically you are rewarded for your TV opinions. They want to hear from you. They want to hear what you say about shows, good, the bad, the ugly, because they want to know what customers think or what people want from more content that is created, because entertainment is a huge business, but if it's not entertaining, then they're all going to be struggling. So your insight is required. If you can watch TV from home and make money, it's a great option because you're probably watching it already. Another option to make money from home, similar to the watching TV, but it's also doing the online surveys. I know that it can be a bit spammy and a bit cringy and you don't get much from it, But if you're between a rock and a hard place, you're sitting at home anyway. Go on a few websites, do a few surveys, do a few reviews, and make some money out there. There are lots of different websites that allow you to do that, but I do think it's really valuable if you're not doing anything else. So an alternative option, which I love, is setting up your own online store. So I believe that we are in a world where people love things that other people love. I think the reselling market is going to explode. I think you're going to be able to buy and sell clothing, your own clothing or things that are pre-loved way more. And there are websites such as Depop and of course eBay and Vestiaire, and these are ways, one, that you can make money, sell your clothing on these websites if you want to, but actually if you have an audience, if you have a market, if you have friends and family, why not create your own website and sell your items that are either your old items or even new items that you might create on there? Why not do that? This is a great way to start your own business. Sometimes if you want to test the market as well, why not post up some of the things that you already have rather than investing millions or hundreds into making your own products, and see if what you have already sell. Test the market and make some money in the process. Now, if you are going to sell items, make sure they're good quality, make sure they're clean, make sure that you are providing good value to your customers, okay? Don't try and fraud anyone out there. Make sure you deliver the items that you are planning on selling to them. Now, if you are someone who is good at writing, or if you are someone who is creative, there are a few options here, especially like the one that I mentioned in the very beginning. You can, one, write your own book and publish it. We've all got time on our hands, and I'm sure that there are those of you who are out there who are in that space who are probably thinking, man, I've always wanted to write a book. Now is the time that you can do that. Now, it could be just, a short story or poetry, or, if you want to do a whole Harry Potter novel series, you can do that, and you don't need to wait for a publisher to help you do it. You can do self-publishing on Amazon. There is Kindle Direct Publishing, and it allows you to write if you are skilled and publish your own book. And if you write something that's good enough, people are going to pick it up. Usually you want to think about writing something that is valuable, useful, or really entertaining. And right now, people are looking for options like that. Now, if you don't want to write a book, when it also comes to the writing side of things, you can also do the copywriting and also being a freelance writing contributor. As our example earlier on today, there are so many people who are looking for people who have got writing skills, from the big websites such as BuzzFeed to Forbes. They use freelance writers and they pay them per article. If you're someone who's good at writing, why not write something for free, send these into different locations, and offer your services as a freelance writer? And if you want to work for the big publications, fine, but there are also small businesses and individuals who might need you to write for them, who might need you to update their blogs for them or write social posts for them. Yes, if you can write, you can offer your services. Okay, you can start a YouTube channel. Yay, start a YouTube channel. And yes, if you're at home, if you've got a phone, you can start a YouTube channel. I don't want to put stress on this one so much, because I think people can get caught up in the idea of what it is to be a social influencer or what it takes to start a social media channel. But I've done a whole course on this, literally from beginning, middle to end, on how you can do it. Yes, it's really valuable. Yes, you can still make money on it. Yes, so many people are on it, but there's still room. And yes, like, you can make some money doing it, but it does take time, it does take effort, and you need to be willing to put in the work. But you can make money from home doing it. The only thing I will say is that you don't get the money straight away unless you go viral. But I have a link down below where you can pick up my course, and you should be able to check out how that is possible to do. Editing work. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Editing work. I think this is something that is really important, because it's something that I do all the time. And I think when you're thinking about all the ways that you can make money at home, you have to think about what's going on in the world. Where is business going? Where's the world going? And video is so important. Audio is really important. If you are someone who can teach yourself to edit, you can get a nice salary doing this. I work with a number of different freelance video editors, and I can tell you that I find them to be amazing. I find them to be life-saving. Like, hey, editors, you like doing the Lord's work. I don't always have the time, and I still edit like, let's say 60 to 70% of my videos. But there are times I'm like, I don't want to spend the next 5 hours editing. I want to chill with my baby. Let me send it off to my editor. And I'm willing to pay for that service. And it might not just be YouTube videos. It might be Instagram videos. It might be Twitter videos. It might be content that they use on their own websites or for corporate content. There are so many people who need these services out there. Now, how do you learn how to edit? I taught myself. I watched YouTube videos to learn how to use the software that is out there. Again, I talk about this a lot in my course, but most people use Final Cut Pro, iMovie, After Effects, Premiere, and Photoshop are the key ones that you can learn. There are so many resources right now that are out there and free, so you can learn how to use these. And I know this sounds crazy, but if you want to learn how to use like Final Cut, they have a free trial for 7 days. So teach yourself within 7 days, tell people that you can edit, right? And then when they give you your first check, buy Final Cut. And then go ahead and edit. There you go. You've invested in your business yourself. It's really good. I know that my editors who are on retainers earn over £1,000 per month for myself alone. Let that sink in. And I know they might have more clients than me as well. Remote teaching. Whoop! Yes, remote teaching. We've heard a lot about all the Zoom classes and the teachers who, are trying to make things work. I think that there's a real opportunity here, and I think if you are someone who can hold someone's attention, you can learn a curriculum, and it might just be, you might be a music teacher, or you might be a maths teacher, or you might be able to do help someone with their homework. You can do this on the line. You can do this from home. And this pandemic has shown that you don't have to be with people in person to help them. If you have a skill that you can teach it online. The barriers to entry to sharing your skills and teaching people what you know are even lower. So I suggest you put something together, you market yourself creatively, and you get to it. And the great thing about, teaching a skill that you already have is that it doesn't cost anything. It's free. You don't have to invest in inventory. All you need to do is invest in your time, your knowledge, and then your delivery. So guys, I think that's it. Now, if you want a few more options, I did my video about multiple streams of income. I think there are a few other suggestions that could be valuable in there as well. I thought I would bring a few creative ways and options that you can make money at home. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you check my link down below for Squarespace. As I mentioned, you are able to get a free trial, and then when you are ready to purchase your first domain or website, you will get 10% off. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. And in the meantime, I will catch you all later. Bye.